Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 9 now. His first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Now it's Wilson. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Taylor will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards on the ground. A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. They'll run. Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. 7-7, our score after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Wilson wants a different look. They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now Wilson. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's third and goal after the sack. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 56 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Achane. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the 1st half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Second down, another run with Taylor. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Throw caught by Achane. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Open man here is Benson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here, because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Irv Smith Jr., 33 yards. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Carlson on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll dump this off to Achane. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation. one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Achane. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins! From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Short throw to Smith. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Waddle, the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They're going to look to throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll look to throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Two yards to go, second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Benson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2nd down and 6 now. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On the handoff, Taylor. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Try to take this home. They'll run. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Jonathan Taylor.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jonathan Taylor
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete.